winning the ball, we have to transition quickly, direct balls into forward and wide players. I mentioned earlier, defensive lapses. Chelsea. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got a big one. Chelsea travels to the Allianz Arena to face Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Historically, this fixture has meant big moments, big pressure. So today we are breaking down how both sides have played in the past, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and how Chelsea might find a way to get a result. Now let's dive in. Before that, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like this video. Now let's look at recent history and head-to-head. So Chelsea and Bayern have played each other 6 times in recent Champions League and Super Cup history, and Bayern have won 4 of those, and Chelsea, we have won 2. One of them is the biggest, 2012 Champions League final, when we beat Bayern on penalties after that 1-1 draw. And then the more recently one is in 2019-2020, Bayern they did not destroy us, but it was a 7-1 on aggregate in the round of 16. And also Bayern, they have a strong home record in group or UCL game phases. You know, they have not lost a UCL group phase or league phase match at home since December 2013. So history favors Bayern, especially at the Allianz Arena. But we are Chelsea. We are not scared of them. And let's also look at the style of play of Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Bayern Munich, they like to press high. They press high. They quick transitions. They try to dominate from front. They use their weight, overlapping fullbacks, and then midfielders who can. They have midfielders who can carry or distribute quickly. They also have strong attacking firepower, like players who make runs behind, good link up in the final third, ability to overload flanks. Harry Kane has been prolific, and others like Serge Gnabry, Luis Diaz, they are threats. Okay, and then they also have good home atmosphere, confidence, pace, ability to finish chances early. They've been scoring a lot of goals this season, and I think this is their only weakness that I found. That's injuries or absences. You know, Bayern are missing some natural fullbacks, like the left back option with Alphonso Davies out, and then sometimes their defense can get exposed if they commit numbers forward, like gaps in wide areas, especially if fullbacks are taking high or they are beating in transition. And they can also be vulnerable on set pieces or second ball. So if Chelsea force quick turnovers, like Bayern Munich will be slower to recover if we are alert. Okay. And then, you know, Chelsea, we already know how we play under Enzo Maresca. You know, we try and balance control and aggression, and we press, but also we try to be compact, use transition, use creative players to open up oppositions. And then, you know, our recent sides have been decent, like we've been in decent form domestically, but we have some kind of defensive frailties, conceding late goals, lapses, especially that 2-2 draw versus Bournemouth, expose some issues with concentration, organization, and offensively, players like Cole Palmer, João Pedro, they are very, very important. You know, Jackson is at Bayern now, but and then our weaknesses, we have injuries. Yeah, our key players like Lavia, Delap, they are unavailable and not fully fit. And like I mentioned earlier, defensive lapses. Either concentration or organization. They have shown in some games some difficult games that we have proved people wrong, and then we have. So yeah, I'm looking forward for a win against Bayern Munich, no doubt. And then for Bayern Munich key players, we have Harry Kane. He's their leader. He has goal threats, good in the box and links play. We have Luis Diaz, dangerous wide, able to take on defenders and also make off-ball runs. Midfield creators, and fullback, you have those who assist and make overlapping runs. The ability to stretch the pitch is also important. And for Chelsea, we have Cole Palmer, creativity, ability to make different. And we also have João Pedro. His goal contribution is top notch. Okay, he's very key in our match against Bayern Munich. And then defensive players, our back line, we will have to be tight to our fullback, centre backs, goalkeeper, like players who can stay focused and intercept well. Chelsea. Now, I also came up with a tactical plan how Chelsea can also beat Bayern Munich. I'm not delulu, okay? I'm not delulu. This is going to hit like, so the technical idea, okay, how we can beat Bayern Munich from few, matches that I've watched. Probably a compact defensive setup early, like maybe 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 with two disciplined midfielders protecting the back like we always do. And then we have to limit space between lines so Bayern they cannot easily play through. And pressings and transition, we have to try to force Bayern errors high up or force them to go wide rather than through center. And when winning the ball, we have to transition quickly, direct balls into forward and wide players, exploit wide space behind overlapping fullbacks, and then we have to exploit their fullback weaknesses since, Bayern's, their left wing side might be weakened, missing those fullbacks. It could be a zone to attack offense, do you understand? So we have to overlap from Chelsea's right side. We have to, that's going to, and then the set pieces, we have to use them. Free kicks, corners, long throw-ins. These moments might be less clean for Bayern. Organized routines might also help. And game management, we have to play with patience. We don't get drawn out too early. Absorb pressure, conserve energy, use subs well, especially in second half. Push when Bayern possibly drop off or get tired. Mental and psychological edge. Remind players of 2012. Maresca, remind them underdog mentality might help. And we have to avoid mistakes in high pressure moments. Now, this is what might go wrong, okay? Bayern, their early momentum, they may press hard from the start. They'll try to get ahead and make Chelsea, chase. If we concede early, we'll be vulnerable. And then fitness and depth issue might also, I think Bayern will try and capitalize on that, but I don't think that will be a problem. And our mistakes, we don't have to make mistakes, because if we do that, we could be punished by Bayern's quality. And if we lose discipline, like getting stressed, committing too many forward players, Bayern's counter-attacking and finishing would finish us. Do you understand? But yeah, I trust us. I trust Maresca. I trust, and I love it when people underrate us. I like it when people see us or see Chelsea as the underdog. I know Bayern's our favorite, especially at their home, but this match, Chelsea is winning it. Chelsea is winning. All we have to do is stay organized, exploit vulnerability, especially on the flanks. We have to use set pieces well, like I meant, and keep their intensity up for 90 minutes. They can absolutely take something from this game. Do you understand? Like last minute, but our match against Brentford has taught me a lot about last minute goals. So my prediction, it might be a tight kind of game, but 1-2 for Chelsea. Yeah, to hit on it. Yeah, so I believe in the Blues because we have beaten them before. This is not the first time. We have beaten them before, and we are going to do it again at their own home. We are going to show them how it's done. Do you understand? So guys, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment with your prediction and tell me which tactical idea you think will be Chelsea's key. Until next time, up Blues! We are coming.